What's up guys, this is Jonathan from TechTeachers and today we're going to take a look at an earphone that I've been using for over 2 years. Yes, you heard me right, I've been using these earphones for well over 2 years. So I'm going to be sharing my experience after using these earphones for freaking 2 years. So sit back, relax and let's roll the intro.
If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do it right now by hitting the subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
After that slick intro, let's take a look at the product. And I've been using these earphones for well over 2 years as mentioned earlier, and my experience with these earphones for that long period is kind of mixed. Now, why mixed? They're just earphones. If they're good, they're good. If they're bad, they're bad. Why mixed? Well, we'll talk about that in the later part of the video, but first of all, let's start with build quality. And for starters, yes, it does have good build quality. The metal or the metal on the cups, it is very good quality, and it isn't that big to dig in your ears when you sleep lopsided, and it's good quality. The wire is also a flat type of wire which doesn't tangle so much, which is great. And yes, the main part, it is a Type-C earphones. That was the main purpose of me buying this earphone. Now, before I forget to mention, they also have these volume up or down button to increase or decrease the volume. They also have this play or pause button by which you can also accept or reject the calls. This button also helps you in changing the tracks. Now, it also has this microphone, which is also a pretty good one for the price. I mean, to be honest, for 1500 rupees, you do get some other earphones which have better microphone quality, but this one is also pretty good. Mind you, I've been using these earphones for well over 2 years, and over the period of time I've used several other earphones, several other wireless earphones, wired earphones, 3.5mm headphone jack based earphones, Type-C earphones, and this one works pretty good. And again, what do I have to say about the audio quality? Again, the bass is pretty good. It's not overpowering as such. The Sennheiser CX180, which are bass heavy earphones, the Type-C, not the Type-C one, I'm sorry, the headphone jack based one, but these are not that overpowering, but yes, they do have pretty good bass. Now, the treble is also pretty good, the lows are also good, the highs are also pretty good. They are all in the good earphones ballpark. They're not great as some other earphones in this price segment, but these are pretty good for the price. I mean, the main reason for me to buy these earphones for 1500 rupees, or rather 1490 rupees at that time in 2018, was because I was using this Poco F1. Back then I bought the Poco F1 newly, and it had this Type-C cable, and OnePlus did also launch a Type-C earphones ironically, and I wanted to buy a Type-C earphones to try how it works on my Poco F1, and just as any other 3.5mm headphone jack based earphones, it worked fine. But that wasn't the case with every other smartphones. I do also have a OnePlus 3T. It did work on that phone, but I also tried with some other phones, many other phones to be really honest, but it worked with some, it didn't work with some other earphones, and that is the main reason why I called my experience to be mixed. Because when you buy an earphones for 1500 rupees, you expect it to work with any other phone like the 3.5mm headphone jack based ones, because the 3.5mm headphone jacks, we take it for granted, but it used to work with every other smartphone. And this one, well, you are investing 1500 rupees on an earphone. Yes, I'm gonna call 1500 rupees on an earphone an investment, because you are investing that money. Because if it were to have the same type of earphones were to have a 3.5mm headphone jack, it will not cost you anything more than 700 to 800 rupees. Let's take the Sennheiser CX180 as an example. That is what I call the best earphones under 1000 rupees, and that one is superbly better than these ones in terms of sound quality. Yes, the build quality is better on this OnePlus Type-C earphones. Yes, it has a Type-C cable which is futuristic, or at least now it is a cliche one that everyone has a Type-C phone under 10,000 also, but back then it wasn't the case. Type-C was a new thing. It wasn't even available in smartphones under 15,000. So buying a Type-C earphones back then was for me as a future proofing, and I did use it for such a long time. And to be really honest, any earphone that works for this long is a no-brainer, and you should be definitely buying these ones. But as you know, I've checked recently and Amazon doesn't sell this one authentic one, and even the OnePlus website shows that it is not available currently. So even if you want to buy these earphones, I don't think you will be able to buy these specific earphones. And for that price, yes, you can go for a wireless ones. I mean, even the OnePlus Bullets Wireless, the base edition is priced for 2000, and they do work pretty good. By the way, that review is coming pretty soon. Now, one thing to side note is, yes, I'm gonna be really honest, I did not shoot these videos right now after using these earphones for 2 years. As you can see by the wear and tear, they look pretty new, but I've shot this video after 6 to 7 months of my usage, and I have been using these earphones, so the wear and tear isn't, I mean, they have aged pretty good considering they are earphones. And to be honest, both the sides of these earphones still work, and buying an earphone for 1500 rupees and using and working two sides of these earphones after 2 years is an achievement, and I should applaud OnePlus for that. And my point of view of making this video rather is to show you that yes, if you buy a good quality earphones from a reputable brand, they will work eventually for such a long time. So I don't recommend you buying any generic earphones without branding, even if they look pretty good, or even if you have big brand logos slapped onto it, because the generic ones will end up not working. But these ones are pretty good and they do work for such a long time, so I do recommend you buying such branded earphones which are good, and they are good value for money considering they do work for such a long time. So yeah, this is all that I wanted to talk about the OnePlus Type-C earphones. I've been using these for well over 2 years, and my experience so far has been good. Yes, I said mixed in the beginning, but yes, if you have a compatible phone, then it is good, in the good ballpark. So if I wanted to rate these earphones within a scale of 1 to 10, then I'm gonna rate it 7, which is pretty darn good considering that I've been using for such a long time. So yeah, so if you respect the work that I've done using these earphones for 2 years, then you can consider subscribing. So that pretty much winds up the video. Hopefully enjoyed the content. If you did and feel like the one is privileged to have an awesome supporting audience like you feeling, make sure to crack the like button. But if you thought this video sucked, you better know what to do. But if you loved it and want to see more such awesome videos dropping regularly, then it's no better time than hit subscribe button. And yeah, do this to make sure you get notified whenever you upload a new video. And then, this has been your host Jonathan from TechTeachers, reminding you to check out my previous video, for which the links can be found somewhere on the screen or in the description section below. And then, thanks for watching.